Do you still think we're in a seller's market in the Calgary area? Guess what? We're not. The Calgary real estate market's recent press release has stated balanced conditions are taking the pressure off prices. So even though we had a boost in units for our inventory at 5876, we actually only reached sales of 2,236 units, which is 22% below last year's levels over long-term trends. This additional supply and raise in inventory actually relieved the pressure on the prices here in Calgary. The benchmark pricing for all sectors is remaining relatively stable, but it is lower than it was. Here's a quick snapshot of April's housing stats. So benchmark price is at $591,000, which is actually below 1.4% of our average benchmark price. Sales are 2236, new listings 4038, inventory 5867. That's, if you look at that little stat there, that's the important one. 115% increase there. Months of supply is 2.62 months until we're out of listings. That's kind of how that works. And average days on market is 29. So when we look at months of supply, when we're seeing months of supply below 1 month, that's when we're more of in a seller's market. When we're seeing 2, 3, 4 months, that's when we're more in a balanced or a buyer's market. So you can see we're inching now towards, another month of supply. We're going to be more into a balanced buyer's market. So in detached sales for April, we saw 16% decrease, which means we only sold 1,102 units in April. That's low for us. Usually our spring market is the biggest in April, and we see our biggest sales numbers there for the spring. Semi-detached, another decline there of 16%. There was 190 sales in April, and that was met with 350 new listings. So as we're selling them, we're getting just as many put back on the market. Row townhomes follows the exact same thing, another 16% decline. So we're kind of seeing a decline of 16% in sales across all sectors around the city, except for condo apartments. That's where we've seen the biggest decline at 30%. So when I say you should have sold your condo in the last 2 years, you probably should have sold it in the last 2 years to get the highest price. We're seeing that big decline, especially in the downtown core, and it essentially just goes into the suburbs as the downtown core softens. So if you still think we're in a seller's market after I just told you all of those numbers, we're clearly not. We're moving more towards balance. Things are taking a little longer to sell. Maybe they're on the market 2, 3, 4 weeks. We're not seeing things kind of sell right away. A few here and there if they're priced really well, but now matters most for sellers. So strategy, pricing, how the home is portrayed online, staging, like all of these things now really mean a sale or sitting on the market, because we just have more inventory. There's more competition. For buyers, this is great because you guys can go out and kind of pick which one you like and offer on that one, which is great. Things are still moving, but in a more balanced manner. If you're looking for more data, let me know. I can shoot you some more sales data in your area. And for more real estate content, follow for more.